After a 30-point rout of Bethune-Cookman on Saturday, the Savannah State Tigers have now moved into sole possession of first place in the MEAC. After the game, I spoke with Coach Johnson, who proceeded to remind me that his Tigers were projected to finish last in the preseason coaches poll. He also informed me that there's a new banner in the locker room, one that reads "Shock the World," which is exactly what the Tigers will try to do this Saturday when they travel to Georgia Southern with the chance to clinch the conference championship. Savannah State's football field has been the topic of discussion this past week. More injuries have occurred on this field alone than the rest of the conference combined. Players have complained about the simple upkeep of the facility and the typically hard turf surfaces that they've had to play through. And they've decided to file a petition on behalf of the conference to have the facilities reviewed this week. Thanks, Kevin and Jen. We're here at the Westbrook Golf Club, where this weekend is Dustin Johnson's annual charity golf tournament. This year, though, he's giving the opportunity to a local foursome to compete. The winner will be determined by a long drive challenge here at the club tomorrow afternoon. This has inspired hundreds of area residents to flock to the driving range to try to increase their chances of playing alongside a PGA Tour pro. I myself am considering competing. What do you guys think? Do I still got it? Back to you guys. The Armstrong State basketball team returns to the court this Saturday as their quest to defend their Peach Belt title begins with Landers University. In a newly renovated gym with a newfound sense of school morale, the Pirates are attempting to go back-to-back as conference champions for the first time in 20 years. We are here at historic Grayson Stadium, where the Mets organization has just announced that the Savannah Sandgnats will be relocating to the Columbia, South Carolina area. This comes after 2 years of deliberations between the Mets organization and the Savannah City Council on a new stadium plan. After a deal was not met, they have made it official that they will be relocating their single-A short season team to the Columbia, South Carolina area, which means in September, after 90 years, Grayson Stadium will be closing its gates for good. When Grayson Stadium opened its doors in 1926, no one could have ever predicted the magical 90-year run it had. A run that included visits from players such as Babe Ruth, Hank Aaron, Jackie Robinson, and even President Franklin D. Roosevelt. Unfortunately, that run has come to an end. For 31 years, the Savannah Sandgnats have been a staple on the corner of B Road, and one can only wonder what could possibly take its place. I've been hanging around the stadium since the news broke that the Sandgnats would be leaving for Columbia, and the feeling of distaste is evident throughout the city amongst fans and citizens alike. One fan described it to me as pathetic that the Savannah City Council was not able to work out a new stadium plan, as they've known that this was coming for the past 2 seasons.
If the Savannah City Council actually handled the situation, they did it very, very lazy. It's actually pathetic because the city has had this team for over 30 years, and for them to just let them go like they're a new team is pathetic. So I believe that they could have done more. However, I don't know. So I wish the Savannah Sandgnats the best.
While to some people, Grayson Stadium was just a place to eat some dinner and watch a silly game, to plenty other citizens of Savannah, this was the place to make your summer memories.
We had something to look forward to every summer. The children, our families, our friends, we would go, and that was a place that we could congregate and that we could really make memories. And now there's nowhere for us to do that here in Savannah.
With the Savannah Sandgnats being a playoff team this year, no one is quite sure when the season will exactly end. But one thing we do know about this season, when the lights turn out on that final game, they're turning out for good on Grayson Stadium.